In this video, I will talk about the economy and premium economy class service on the Cathay Pacific route between Hong Kong and Manchester. Originally, I planned to sit at 40K and 60K on these round-trip flights. 40K is a bulkhead seat at low extra cost, whereas 60K is an extra-legroom seat. But I was so lucky to get free upgrade to premium economy class at check-in for my outbound Manchester to Hong Kong flight. So instead of 60K, this video will also briefly look at the premium economy seat 33K. Let's look at the seat 40K first. It locates at the first row in the economy class cabin. It looks very nice, at least I will never be affected by the passenger in front. But note that baby passengers are located in front of seats 39, D, E, and G. Back to seat 40K, if you consider the space underneath the seat in front of a normal economy class, this really does not give you any extra seat pitch. However, as there is no seat belt in front of you, it gives you easier access to the aisle, but most importantly, you will definitely feel less stressed during the flight as there will never be any name bed from the front. You can see the screens of 40J and K are fixed on the partition, whereas the screen of 40H is stored in the armrest. You can also see the curtain separating the cabins in front of seat 40H. Here you can see a universal switch is available under the seat, in addition to the USB charging port under the screen. As most passengers were low-boarded, I could have a look at seat 60K without disturbing others. What I wanted to see is whether the narrow space in front of 60K is enough to get access to the aisle. I think it is possible, but you may not want to annoy the passenger sitting at 59K. Another problem, of course, would be its proximity to the lavatory. But I will try to grab this seat next time because my wife does not like leaving her handbag in the overhead compartment. About the entertainment system, earlier this year, live sports channel was added and it streams NBA, Premier League matches, and etc. There was almost no delay and very smooth. You see, that's fabulous. You won't miss any important matches because of flying. Let's turn to the paid Wi-Fi service. Because of the good experience on my BA flight in January, this time I purchased the flight pass for $20, which is a bit cheaper than BA. But I totally regretted purchasing it at this time. The Wi-Fi speed was so disappointing at all times. On the right is the network speed on a BA flight from Tokyo to London. You should be able to note the huge difference. I'm not sure if it was the live TV channel used most of the bandwidth. Next, let's look at the food service. Economy class passengers were offered the three choices of the menu, which includes one vegetarian option, and there were two breakfast choices. I had the Chinese-style steamed pork cake with rice, which was okay, and I finished it all. These are the snacks available at the galley. Cathay now offers egg tart as snacks to non-Hong economy class passengers. I think it's a good move to introduce domestic taste to the world. The fried noodle breakfast was fine, not bad. Here's the CX216 Manchester to Hong Kong Premium Economy Class service. The seat was much wider and the legroom is much generous. As you can see, the seats can recline much more. It can be good or bad. But if you like sitting upright, you may not feeling that good. You can adjust the position of the screen with the tablet holder. But I did feel my nose could touch the top of the screen because the passenger in front of me reclined her seat to the full extent for the whole trip, which she entitled to, but somehow I wonder if it was really a better seat than the economy seat 40K. One of the upgrades in premium economy class is the food service. 3 choices of the menu were offered and they were served in stonewares. Passengers were also offered welcome drinks and hot towel service upon boarding. Snacks were just the same as economy class. The chicken I chose was okay, but the fish was much more attractive. The Western style breakfast looks quite nice, at least much better than these fried noodles. As the boarding gate was quite far away from the 1903 lounge, I didn't manage to board before other passengers, so I didn't take much details of the premium economy class cabin so as not to distract other passengers. But of course, free upgrade is always welcome. Wider seat, extra legroom, better foods, etc. But it may not justify the price difference. Regarding the economy seats, I highly recommend the 48K seats, but you may need some luck as it was quite close to the baby business. Besides, you must leave your bags at the overhead compartments during takeoff and landing. But for me, the generous space outweighs all negatives. If you tried 68 or 60K, please let me know your comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe. If you are interested in the train seats on BA B777, please take a look of my other video. Thank you and see you later.